Rapper Tory Lanez has been charged. He got charged, y'all, in connection with the shooting involving Megan Thee Stallion. LA County DA's office charged him with 1 count of assault with a semi-automatic firearm and 1 count of carrying a loaded, unregistered firearm in a vehicle. If convicted, Lanez could face up to 22 years and 8 months in prison. Do you think justice will be served in this particular case? And is he a typical angry small man? Because he's like 5'2", and they be mad a lot of times. They be mad.
But here, I have one fast concern. I don't agree with the entire Tory Megan Thee Stallion shooting her in the foot, all of that. I think that's obviously all that's terrible. But so you went on ahead and charged dude, but we still trying to get you to charge Breonna Taylor's people? Asking for a friend. Just asking for a friend. They killed a whole woman. They killed a whole
drop that nugget. Agreed.
So, but because it's a black man that shot her down to the foot. Oh, you quickly charge that shit. But because the police shot, which is still a man, killed Breonna Taylor. Yeah, we still don't have no charges.
You just made it serious real quick. I understand. Because I'm gonna put 20 on 10 on that. Also, on top of that, is that they can give you so much time for something like this, and you do something where you kill somebody and you can get out of jail quicker than that.
Oh, and don't rape a black woman. You won't even go to jail. They'll give you a little probation, say, well, we don't want to ruin your life. You have a bright future ahead of you. Yeah, you raped the girl behind the dumpster, or what was she wearing? So, you know what?
Was she wearing?
This whole system is just trash. It's for the birds.
I don't really know. And I don't know if we ever gonna really know what happened with Megan and Tory. You know what I mean? I don't know what and why he thought that he was gonna get away with this, because they found the bullets. So if the bullets goes to your gun or your fingerprints is on the gun, how are you saying anything other than, you know what, you're absolutely right, and I really am sorry, and I've been faking the funk and something. He's going along with this like he's shocked that we looking at him like you the one that did it. Like we pointing the finger at him for no reason. He's just like, what do you mean? He got another story, another rebuttal to the story, or the real story.
Did y'all hear
and then didn't he drop a single too about it?
Oh, he did a whole bunch of songs talking shit about her.
Oh, wow.
But did y'all hear the story? I don't know if this is true or not though. That they said they tested his hands for the gunshot residue and they didn't find anything on his hands. Did y'all hear that?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna look more into that because I'm not really sure, but I don't think Megan is gonna say a guy that she was seeing shot me if he didn't. Like that's a major accusation.
Well, wait, she confirmed that they were dating, seeing each other, screwing each other. What?
I just don't see it.
I don't either.
I just don't understand it.
I mean, she did say she was a tall woman, and you know, in some lyrics, she said, you know, she real tall, make them short, and you can reach it, and you know, all that old stuff.
Okay.
I personally, I don't like. I can't do it. I tried it, and I feel like they sometimes. It's not everybody, of course. Don't get mad at me, short community, but sometimes they be overcompensating. They be trying to check you too much, and I don't want to deal with a little chihuahua nipping at my heels. Talking that shit. You mad at me?
I don't feel like a woman in their arms. You know what I mean? Like if I'm, you know,
bigger.
Yeah, I feel like I gotta protect him. Then you know what I mean? I don't feel like like hold me. You know, I need to know you can pick me up and we not falling. I'm not like, hey, well that's okay, put me down. You know what I mean?
Have you all ever heard the line if you put him horizontal that it doesn't make a difference?
Nah. But I still don't want his head right here like I'm breastfeeding too. You know what I mean?
And if we get married, do I gotta carry him through the altar?
Right. You gotta carry him over the threshold. No,
I can't with y'all.
No.
Y'all know the short
community. Be able to pick. I like a good pickup. I'm with LisaRaye on that.
Me too.
Not just on the rescuing side, but down to the.
And I want to put on my heels and all of that. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
If you ride a bike with them, I don't want to be on the front. You know what I mean?
They're gonna be down to the carriage in the back of the bike.
Okay, now for the small community that's gonna definitely come for us and say we're just big bitches. Y'all can't beat me, so that's all I gotta say. With your little self.
Right.
I don't know, girl. They may get a hold to the barbs and find out where you stand. You know what I mean?
Well, we're all very tall, right? All you guys are tall. I know LisaRaye about 5'7"
and a half.
5'8".
We are 5'8" and up, I think.
I'm 5'10", so hell, what I look like with somebody that's shorter than me, that's a fool.
Okay, well, moving on. Jeannie Mai is clearing up for her controversial comments on why she doesn't want to be the leader in her relationship and her decision to submit to her fiance Jeezy. She said, well, for me, submit does not mean that you are lower or less important than your man. What I mean is, in my work life, I own my business, I run my team, I make all of my decisions, and I lead entirely in the outside of my life. So in my home, I want my man to lead. Is it okay for, how do y'all feel about women being submissive in their relationship? And have you guys, you ladies, ever submitted and been submissive?
I think it's being independent. I know how to definitely wear the pants. I don't think nobody can argue me down on that. But I want
at all.
at all. So I want to wear the skirt. And sometimes, as much as I'm being led to the radio station and led through my schedule and led through who's the next person's hand I'm going to shake and take a picture with, at home, I just want to say, hold me, tell me everything is going to be all right, and you got it. I want to feel like a princess, outside of a queen, outside of the house. You know what I mean? I do.
Vivica, how about you? Have you ever been submissive?
I've gotten better with it,
I've gotten better with it.
I mean, let me just keep that really real. I mean, it is one of my biggest faults. You know what I mean? That's a tough one, but I am getting better, and I'm making myself work on. I think the word that's bugging everyone more than anything else is submissive.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Instead of being just a good partner to your man, that's what I want to be. I don't want to submit to anyone, because that means you get to control me, and that shit ain't gonna work. But to be a good partner, yes, absolutely.
I think
that's what would make me comfortable. Other than that, I would get bored and I would be acting fake, and I can't do it.
Yeah, I took that out my vows. To obey.
Yeah,
I'm like, obey. No, we don't have to do that.
Okay, well, down to the Bible, submission. I think people have taken submission out of context.
Mm-hmm.
I think submission can be viewed, should be viewed as submitting to the role of the relationship, not submitting to a man or a person, but submitting to God under what his
love.
To love, to be in alignment,
honor,
to be in your alignment with him, to be on the same page, and to be able to be his helpmate. Mm-hmm. And him do the same. While it says we should submit, it also says that he should love us like Jesus loved the church, and there is no greater love. So at the end of the day, submission is not submit like a dog. Submission is release and relinquish control, because God has provided you with someone to take over and take care of the things that, like when Jeannie Mai says, she out in the world, she got to do all this stuff. So God has provided her a helpmate, just like he has provided Jeezy with that same helpmate, to be able to compensate interchangeably. And
can I just say this? I feel with her, I think it's difficult because she's on a talk show and she talks about the relationship, and it's such a double-edged sword that when you share your relationship with the public, people are going to always judge.
And be real too, it's her nationality. She's Vietnam, right? So we know that it's a third world country.
Asian,
so when we hear submission, we think that not us, but the population think that she's gonna be behind him going, well, what do you like? What do you want? And all of that. And she's saying, no, not that, because we know that she's an American Vietnamese. You know what I mean?
Totally.
So, it's just
what this tells me with their relationship. I feel like, I think you're absolutely right, but all three of you, what you're saying, I think also that she has a man that she feels that she trusts to lead her also.
Safe.
A lot of times these men don't have shit going on and they're like, I want to be the man, I'm the man. Well, guess what, honey? We want you to be the man too. And
guess what, honey?
If you have a woman that's constantly pushing back and doesn't trust your judgment and is questioning you, she probably doesn't all the way respect you because of some of the things she may have seen, or she could be someone that has an attitude problem. But a lot of times if a woman feels safe with a man, they trust their judgment to not have them looking crazy and to take care of us and to protect us. And like, I totally trust my man. He's smart. If he don't know something, he's going to research it. He ain't going to have me out here looking stupid. So yes, I'm older than him by 3 years. I could be popping off and all that. I don't want a man that I have to challenge and compete with.
Right.
So it's not a submission. It's okay, I love traditional roles where you could be the protector and I'll do some of those traditional roles. But it's not like he's not above me in any way. we are still partners. But I think the man has to earn that respect of his lady. And I think we have to give up the reins. And when people say Black women are afraid to do that, no, we just haven't. A lot of times there's a lack of those examples. So a lot of times we do pop off because we probably don't respect you.
And you've left us a lot of times to have to do things on our own. And so now when you come into the picture, it's hard for us to trust others to handle things that we've had to take care of for so many years. So it's not that we don't want someone to do it. It's just that we have had to do it for so long that it's hard. So it's a process. So men have to be more patient. It's not that we don't want to be submissive. It's that it's hard for us to do it because it's foreign.
I think it's both of us. I think it's men and women. I think that there's been so much going on, especially now in this millennial, that we are both scared to be able to put in. And you know how they used to say ride or die? People like, I'll ride with you, but I don't know about the die part. You know what I mean? And so, you know, it is that trust. It's like we have to have some history so I can make sure you're going to stay around because I ain't so sure. So then you are on the fence, you know? But
relationships are risks. So at the end of the day, if you want to be with one, you're going to have to be able to let go and take a risk, or you just going to be by yourself. If you're not willing to take a risk and have a heartbreak, or maybe how are you ever going to know? Michael Jordan missed 100% of the shots he didn't take.
High risk and high reward. We're going to take a quick break. I love this conversation, and I hope no one takes this negatively as it was male bashing, because it wasn't. I think we're being very fair about it. You know, I really do.